adjustment that we made as far as the scout. I say we because we're still a team, but those guys did a tremendous job the day before yesterday of moving the ball quickly. They did a great job of sprinting the floor and definitely challenging us in practice, and I feel like they kind of assimilated into the games. And I feel like this entire tournament, probably midway through the season, when they finally got the hang of it, they definitely made us better as a team for sure. And Stillman, Luke for sure, Aaron, those guys do a tremendous job of challenging us each and every day to get better as players.
You're here in the Navy?
I'm sure you've already been asked this, but not while we were here. Getting to match up with a big dude like Karnowski, and then can you just talk about, I said talk about, I'm sorry, Gonzaga's post-efficiency, their offense in general, how they operate down there?
Those guys are definitely a great defensive team. They got big bodies. They got guys that come off the bench to give them a lift, and so do we. I think it's definitely going to be a dogfight. I think we got to definitely be ready for it. We got to appreciate the fact that it's going to be a good national championship game. And sort of like last year, those guys matched up with us great, and so is this team. So we got to go about it a different way, whether that's studying the scout report more and more individually to get the hang of it, or just taking it upon yourself to be a man, because like Coach would always say, if you're not going to play, then stay at home. So I don't think anybody wants to stay at home tomorrow night.
But do you relish the opportunity against a big guy like that?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I always want to play a physical game. I always want to feel a guy and try to score and get the rebound. So I think it's going to be definitely fun, especially for me and the bigs. Because we got a big-time challenge, and that's stopping those guys because they're tremendous post guys, and so are we.
Gonna go right to his right.
He took my first question. So my second question was, Justin Jackson obviously has a decision to make at the end of the season, which is tomorrow. It's probably an easy decision, but what is in your estimation, what has he meant to this program and your team overall, both on and off the floor?
He's definitely stepped up as far as being a vocal leader. His attitude towards the game has changed. He used to be kind of passive in certain situations, but I think he's been a lot more aggressive. He's attacking the basket. He's being a little mouthy out there, playing with a chip on his shoulder, and not letting people know that he's a pushover. He's definitely stepped up for us physically because he's worked probably harder than anybody in the weight room of trying to get build up muscle and those type of things that help him as a player. So Justin is definitely one of the greatest teammates I've had. He's one of the best teammates I had as far as off the court and on the court. And I mean, whatever his decision is, it's going to be a godly decision, solely based off of what he should do, based off of his family, whether it's his girlfriend or whatever it is. I don't know if he's getting married soon or not, but I mean.
And our last question is in the very back.
I think we as a team playing with a chip on our shoulder. I think even though we've been the number one seed in this tournament, I think teams still feel as if we are not tough enough or we're not able to pull through in certain situations, and I think that we kind of proved that, whether it's by the ball falling in our hands or it's us fighting back from a 5-point deficit and with not a lot of time left on the clock. So I think our main goal was to get back to this point. And like I said, Coach always does a great job preparing us and getting us ready for a big-time challenge, which is Gonzaga. And those guys have only lost one game, and that's for a reason, so we got to be prepared for it.
Thanks, everyone.